There's some things I want to surface for us as we talk about and think about how we navigating disagreement within our relationships. In general, there are a number of factors that go into a person's willingness to tolerate or adapt or work with a particular character trait or disposition or flaw that someone else has. It could be temperament. It could very well be that you, or even in this instance, that Barnabas had the temperament to be able to demonstrate the patience and willingness to work with someone who had what we could say is this perceived character flaw of John Mark, to just up and abandon his commitment midstream in the middle of a big project or a big endeavor or mission. Maybe you have the temperament for that, that allows you to work with someone who has that kind of flaw and to want to work with them to help them overcome that habit or barrier so that they can become better. Also, it might be a high stakes situation. The stakes of a situation might cause you to be more or less willing to tolerate someone's lack of commitment. It could be that this particular moment in time, this sense of urgency that might be present may cause you to sharply be intolerant of taking risks with an individual whose past mistakes, if repeated again, could create an even more dangerous or potentially hazardous outcome in the future. You don't want to take that risk. So it could be your temperament that makes you say, yes, I'm going to take this person on, or no, I'm not. It could also be the stakes in the situation, that the stakes for you could just be too high. Whereas for someone else, those high stakes aren't as a threat for them because of what they're willing to invest in that individual and have the capacity to invest in that individual despite the past experience. If we refuse to revisit our assumptions about people after they fail, we will miss out both on their future contributions and our own growth, especially growth in our approach to how we assess someone's value and liability to a community or to a cause. And so the ability to discern how and in what areas someone has grown beyond our past knowledge of them, both their wins and their losses, should never be taken for granted. All right, I'll say that again, that our ability to discern how and in what areas someone has grown beyond our past knowledge of them, both their wins and their losses, should never be taken for granted.